to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From midfield, here's Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. Then he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. To throw, Young. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
And they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The visitors' offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season, currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shakir hauls it in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Allen gonna throw. Then complete, right side to Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A gain of 7.
Allen now on the option right. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. goes into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now here's Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
7 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. First and goal, Buffalo.
Now Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. When you look at this defense, they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Ready?
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And maybe a little
pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first. Quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
40.
Young working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the 9-yard
32.
line.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. As they come up now, second and goal.
Here we go.
Young will set to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Down. Ready.
Young to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's Allen to throw it. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Elijah Moore, 37 yards. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently second in that category. This Carolina offense nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into...
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
Still going.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Khalil Shakir
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Bass on for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Panthers, first down.
Ready.
First and 10
Young.
at the 43-yard line.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. But following the play here, now we've got an injury.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 50. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 42 yards.
And the Panthers are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point right down the middle. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To the Panthers' 29-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
29-yard line.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Cook again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Moore, the man in motion. Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
Cook is in. Touchdown Bills.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And a round is on here in this first half.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits. And you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ready.
Now Young. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Shedding the tackle
to about the 33-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's right at midfield. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Bills, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bills.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Allen. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The Panthers offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
Now Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cluster, 6. 60 red. 60 red. Set, huh?
Throwing, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Tim carrying the game for Carr. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To the air, Allen. His pass caught with the 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer from a yard out.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the round is on here in this first half.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 33.
Final play of the half, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This is caught. Touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bills just continue to roll. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
17.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Young to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch out, red 38. Ready?
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
1st and 10 at the 10.
To throw, Young. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
T.J. Sanders
Forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
quickly a slant to Renfro.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Here we go. Set, huh?
Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Panthers are able to claw one back.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40-yard line.
Now Allen.
Slant route going to be caught by Palmer.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Allen going to throw.
Shakir holds it in. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 yards. That's good for Bills. 1st down.
On play action. Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
First down. First and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, it's Cook. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Allen now on the sneak. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 75. And the Bills extend their lead yet again. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
It's second down and
Come on,
10.
set. Hut, hut.
Now here's Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Hunter Renfrow is a man he was looking for.
And it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Able to power through. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen.
Open man is Palmer.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down at 6.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
319.
Allen now looks to throw.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Able to slither by. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Elijah Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
That's a gain of 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. This is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and getting another one right there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 33-yard line.
Brown 80! What's that?
Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
That's good. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Motion man is Shakir.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Terrell Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, right? Here we go. Hut.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Ready. Black 40.
3rd down, Young from the gun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
first down.
Now Young. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
Ready?
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. But it's not going to work. They go down, and they got him.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
At the Bills' 44-yard line.
Oh, he fakes the spike. That'll be caught. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
He will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
On the set.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Panthers
Set.
first down.
Off the play fake, Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Tanner Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got a yard up to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. On play action, Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
A nice job getting 3 on the return for 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue.
Throwing, Young. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
He'll try to do it himself. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Ready.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
They begin with a run by Davis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
This taken in by Kincaid.
Now he's into the clear again. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.